What's up, guys? Welcome to 12M Hustle. Let's get into it. It's Friday, best day of the week. I hope you guys are having a great one. Let's get into it, guys. So, how you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing good. It's Friday. We're in here.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
We're about to get it in. Get it in. All right. So, let's do this. I hope you guys are having a blessed Friday. I hope your week was good. But let's jump into it. So, for today, we got going on NQ. So it looks like we had some news off the morning. Okay, so we're going to talk about that news. So we did have news off the morning. Da bada boom bada bang. That came in this morning. And then we also have news at 7 o'clock. Okay, so we had some news come out around 5:30. Yep, 5:30. That's what we had, this huge pop here. And then we have news coming out at 7. So just keep that in mind. News will be coming out at 7 and 47 minutes. Okay. Got a couple oil news coming out 10 o'clock, 10:30. One Fed speaker. So you got, just keep that in mind. Kind of have a news day. It is kind of a news day a little bit. But let's get into it. So NQ blasts off. Looks like Asia. Let me take this indicator off for you guys. Okay, cool. So you guys can see this nice and clean. So welcome to the pre-market show, by the way. This is where I just break it down to you guys before you guys start your trading day. So about 15-20 minutes up before the open. So we have, this is a 2-minute chart, so it looks a little cleaner. So basically Asia just sold off. London, we kind of went into this range between 24,674 and 24,570, almost a 200 point range. And then, of course, off the news, the market took it positive, bounced back to a prior level that I had, which is yesterday's Asia low of 24,717. Took its liquidity, nice little dead cat bounce, and then now we came back down to Asia high. So two things that I'm planning for today. This was yesterday, by the way. So this is game plan. Yesterday was pretty much what I said. Both things happened, actually. Yesterday was a crazy day. A lot of people blew up accounts. But yesterday was, we dropped, took the short, and then we took the longs, and then we stopped. We stopped like around before 8 o'clock PST time. And then I wasn't a part of this chop zone here because it's basically drop and then lift. So I didn't get chopped off. I got green and I left for the day. But so for today's game plan, it's going to be pretty simple. I am leaning towards the long bias today, but this is what I need to see. I need to see the market hold this level here. It needs to hold 24,646. This is for my long thesis. It needs to hold this right here, and then we need to go up into previous day high, right? Because this is leading me to, we're out of this downtrend here that we were in, right? We're pushing up, so I want to see it now hold this zone, make support, and then finally make newer highs into previous day high would be my first target. Second target would be the weekly high, and then so on, going up. Right, so that's the game plan for that. Long wise. Now short wise, I do have the levels that we had from yesterday: 24,549, 24,500, and 24,45, and then previous day low. So the other thesis is that we continue, we get our pop, right? Our pop isn't as good, and we start leaning down. So basically, the short side, what I want to see is I want to hold this high that we made. Basically for today, I want to do a higher high pop, and then I basically, or maybe even, take out the shorts here that are holding, and then continue down, continue our trend down into previous day low. And if we make it down to previous day low, definitely my next target after previous day low, 24,422, would be 24,381. So those are the two theses, the long thesis and the short thesis. This is for the NQ. Now, it's basically going to be the same thing for the ES. I don't really trade the ES, but I always watch it because I trade everything else. So, okay, here's the ES, right? So we got the ES going. What time was it? Make sure. Okay, cool. 6:16. So I got about 15 minutes to go. 14 minutes. So this is ES. This is what we got. This is yesterday's. ES was a little choppier. You had the sell-off yesterday that we had talked about. Really choppy here. Chop after 8, and then sell off and then bounce. But today's game plan is the same. Now, the only thing on the ES it's a little bit different. I have a big gap here, and I have this gap. So if we're looking for the long on the ES, I needed to hold 6661, right? I needed to hold in between these levels, and then I needed to pop, break through again 686, break through 696, and go into previous day high, leading into previous couple days, previous Asia low, previous London low, and previous week high. So that's what I need. And ideally, my line in the sand is 6654. 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so ideally, this is what I need to hold. This is the zone here. ES needs to build support at 6655. I need it to build support here, and then that's the long thesis, and then push up. Now, the trade-off to this is we fill this gap again, right? We get a bounce. We continue to sell off. We get a little bounce here, and then we sell off like this. Now, if we break this level here, Asia low, 6653, I would be looking for a drop into 6623, which is yesterday's previous day low, and then my next target would be, if we're going to continue, it would be 6612, and then the last target would be 6584, which would be your weekly low. So these are the targets I have for ES and NQ. So that would be the game plan. Okay, so CO, let's go for CO. Okay, anyone been trading oil? If you have been trading oil, I've been watching it, just haven't been trading it. Oil goes on these runs where you can watch it, or it trends really well and then chops for the zone. So yesterday game plan was pretty simple. We went over it. We said long thesis, right? And then pretty much we said it's going to go up just because it's in a bigger roll. It dropped and then just kept going up for the day. So if you traded oil, you got pretty good stuff. You got our target 65.10. Now here we go. Let's take out oil. What are we doing on oil, right? It's a trend. It's a trend commodity. Look at that. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So we're just continuing grinding up. So then my thesis is just the same thesis as yesterday. Literally. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm going to be looking for longs on oil. I'm looking for longs until we break under this 6509, right? I'm going to be looking for longs. That's the game plan. But until then, I am looking for longios because overall she's going up. Now, once we break 65 level, then I'd be looking for shorts down here, right? I'd be looking for shorts into the previous weekly low. I'd be looking to yesterday's previous open for targets. But until then, I am continuing to look for longs on oil. And your targets are pretty simple. Let me do this for you guys. So targets on oil, 15-minute. The next target on oil would be your next high, which would be, put this out for you guys, which would be 66.05. That's your next target on oil. If we're going to continue this little bull trench that we're on, this would be the next target on oil. Right over here, 66.05. Okay. Now, if you're not going to get that, then we're going to break 65.10 and we're going to go into this zone here and we're going to take our shorts into between 65 and 63.89 is the zone we'd be going to into our next expansion move. Okay, so that's going to be oil. And then the last one of the morning is going to be YM. Still think I got some time before the market starts. Yep, 6:20, perfect. 10 minutes, I'm almost done, guys. Just going to finish breaking this out for you guys. So here's yesterday's DCs on YM. What did we say? We'd go down or we'd go up. Basically, we got a little bit of both. We went down, chopped up, and then went down. So same thing. We're either not gonna hold this previous high, and we're gonna come back into our zones 46.363, 46.322, or 43.03. But I feel like this is YM support. So I really feel like YM is going to hold that very well. And, I mean, it's got good support now. So if YM holds support, I don't see why it can't just keep continuing to rip up. So if it holds, if it holds 40, 46, 360 between 40 and 300, basically, that 46, 300 level is golden. So if you hold here, we should continue up, right? We're holding this. It should continue the trend up. So this is what you want to see. Maybe you'll pull back here into the zone so you can take a long, go into previous high, take it, weekly high, and those as target. Now, what also could happen, once it reaches previous day high, it's, you know, a double top, so you should continue to bounce. Now, what could happen is hits the double top, extend a little bit, and then we get the pullback into 46,437, and then we continue up. But overall, I'm same thesis is it's the Dow is kind of getting out of its downtrend that it's been in, right, this past week. So boom, boom, it's getting down, so it's easier for you guys to see. So overall, yeah, we got some levels. We got some nice levels on YM that it's holding. And then we got some levels to target up here, you know, previous day high, weekly high. Yeah, so good stuff. So I hope that was pretty simple for you guys this morning. Oh, Bitcoin. Let me check out Bitcoin for you guys, because I know I see some people online freaking out. So here's Bitcoin. I usually don't talk about it, but Bitcoin is on a nasty, like, huge downtrend that it's been on, right? Down, 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 down. So huge zone between 114 and 110. I have this marked off. Anything under 110, I would say you stay short. Anything above it, you go for longs into retracement for 114. So pretty simple. That's what we got this morning. Overall, markets are all green except for Bitcoin. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it was simple enough for you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm doing this every morning before I trade, give you the game plan, and then that way you guys have kind of a thesis, something you can trade with, okay? Hope you guys have a good one. Have a blessed weekend. Take care, and thank you for coming to the show. Peace.